22 minutes and some change left in the first half. And we've got a whole second half to play too. So I think it'll only continue. We see a lot of hands up in the air. Like, how did you miss that? I think some of these players would realize at this point the referee doesn't have eyes in the back of their head. You don't hear the whistle, just keep playing. And again, it's a lot easier for me to say that from the broadcast. Abraham Kouyaté takes a slide down onto the field. I think he was pushed from behind. Sea Devils player trying to plead his case. That is number 11, Brian Liete. A 6'4" sophomore in Waterbury, Connecticut. That's up in my neck of the woods. Looks like a 3-man wall for the Sea Devils. Goalkeeper directing traffic. Javon Dawkins had the right idea there. I don't know if that was a shot or just trying to chip it over the wall. But he almost got it over that wall. But of course, the 6'4" Brian Liete in the wall, and he puts that big melon on that ball. Ricochets it back towards his keeper, who made the save easily. Now the Sea Devils with a throw in on the far sideline. 21 minutes and some change left here in the first half, and the score is still 3-0 in favor of your Knights.
Are you okay?
Whistle blows, goes against the Knights. Here come the Sea Devils. Long shot, splits the uprights. On Sunday, that'll count for 3. Today, that doesn't count for anything. Here comes Coonan with the goal kick. Coonan not been tested so far in the early parts of this game. I think that is something head coach Joe Fiedler, will look to continue in the second half and in the final 20 minutes of this first half. Coonan getting the start in place of Trevor Brookhart. Brookhart had to sit today's game out because of the red card he was issued on in Thursday's game. Coonan, a freshman, 6'1", out of Falston, Maryland. Good soccer program over there at Falston, so I'm sure Patrick Coonan is a qualified keeper. And a push there from Trent Hoffmeister. Didn't even try and plead his case. I think he knew that he got caught. I never envy the ball boys having to run down these balls, but I really don't envy them today. It is so rainy outside. It's just a miserable afternoon here at CCBC Essex, but a good miserable afternoon for soccer. Back when I played soccer, I always enjoyed playing in the rain, particularly because I played defense, so when you got to go for the slide tackle, you really did slide for days out there on the turf. Here's Philippe Willis with the pass back to Hoffmeister, pass it over to Whitman. Whitman with the fancy footwork to get that pass back to his teammate. Here's Storm Robinson. Robinson trying to go for his second goal. Good shot, even better save by Zambrano. Not out of the woodworks just yet. Willis, one touch, back to Munley, back to Igidre, and that one will keep Igidre up at night. I can't believe he missed that one. But then again, I've missed a couple like that in my career. I say my career like I played like competitive soccer. Like I'm talking about like 6 years old. Lamani comes off his midfield line to get that ball. It's a bad goal kick there from Zambrano. Here come the Sea Devils, starting to get more into the groove of things the Sea Devils are. I think if the Sea Devils would have been able to keep the Knights' lead at 1, maybe 2, the Sea Devils would still have an opportunity to really get back into this game. They still have an opportunity because there's a lot of time left on the clock. But one thing that the Knights always do well, no matter who's on the team, is they always play good defense. And I think it's going to be really tough to get 3 goals on this Knights team. Get back into this game. Substitution looking to come into the game. I believe that is Javier Avitrani. It is. Javier Avitrani is going to come into the game. Also, OG Nasevic going to come into the game for the Knights as well. They're on the far sideline over on the scorer's table. Getting ready to come into the game. Just under 17 minutes left here to play in the first half. Score is still 3-0 in favor of your Knights. Malik Willis tried to run down that loose ball, but Martin Zambrano came off of his line and made the save. Nathan Nokar with a head on that ball. We got a game of head ball, just going back and forth between the two teams. Who's going to come over with this 50-50 ball? The Knights do momentarily, but they're not out of the danger zone just yet. Coyote, one touch over to Igidre. Igidre, one touch to Hoffmeister. Hoffmeister looking for the long pass. He's got Lavani. Lavani's cut off by the Sea Devils defender. Great defensive play there from number 5, Israel Orego. Lavani knew it. Tugged on his jersey afterward. He got called for it. Hoffmeister puts the head on that ball. Igidre chests it down. Long pass to Willis. Can Willis run it down? Willis, one-on-one. Shot! Good! Malik Willis with the goal. I believe that came off the pass from Coyote, but we're waiting to get confirmation on that and the time of the goal. When we do, we'll toss it over to our PA announcer. Who happens to be me?
I think 17 also has his 3rd goal scored.
He is, yeah. All 3 of their top goal scorers scored today.
Check. At 29-12, 17 on the goal, assisted by 7.
Thank you. Here's a call from the PA announcer. That Knights goal was scored by number 17, Malik Willis. Assisted by number 7, Yassine Igidre. Time of the goal, 29 minutes and 12 seconds.
Check. Pretend like the H is there. It's Talik.
Talik? Okay, thank you. There you heard it. Malik Willis with the goal. His first of the game, trying to get the information on how many goals he had coming in. I know he was 3rd on the team in goals. He came into today's game with 7. Now he has 8 after that goal. Still in the 3rd spot, though, is in front of him with Storm Robinson and Nehemiah Crawford, and they've all scored at least 1 goal in this game as well. Nehemiah with 2. So just under 15 minutes left here in the first half, and the score grows a little. It's a 4-goal game now. Malik Willis had an opportunity to add another goal there, but a good defensive effort there from the Sea Devils defender to put a stop to that offensive momentum before it really got rolling. Javier Avitrani back on the field for the Knights after taking a short break. Yassine Igidre, long shot right to the keeper. I like that aggressiveness from Igidre. Igidre, one of the few sophomores on this team, last year played big minutes as a freshman, even started at certain points in the season, came into this season, started the season as a starter, has since been moved to a bench player. He is one of the top bench players on this Knights team, always one of the first 2 players coming off of the bench. He is adjusted to his new role on this team. Not only has he adjusted to it, he has thrived in it. one of the more important players on this Knights team as we approach the stretch run of the season. Coyote, pass over to Willis. Willis, will he shoot or will he get the cross off? Gets the cross off. Aguidre splits the uprights. And he misses another opportunity on goal. That is 3 opportunities that Aguidre has had to possibly get a goal. First one, he couldn't get in front of the ball in time. The second one, he hit his shot right towards the keeper. And the third one, he hit it well over the crossbar. He split the uprights like it was a field goal. 12 minutes and some change left here in this one, or in the first half, excuse me. And the offsides whistle blows. Lavani trying to plead his case. But I'm all the way up here in the broadcast booth. I wear glasses. And I knew he was offsides by at least a quarter mile there. 4-0 is the score. 12 minutes and 15 seconds. And you heard there head coach C.W. Pontone of the Sea Devils yelling at one of his teammates, or yelling at one of his players. What do you do just standing there? Definitely got to be disappointed with his team's outing here in the early parts of this game. And Aguidre, the third time wasn't the charm, but the fourth time is. 5 goals in the early part. 5 goals already in the first half. Yassine Aguidre, that was his first goal of the year, came into today's contest with 4 assists. Now he's got 5 assists and a goal to go along with it.
Check. At 33:04, 7 unassisted.
That Knights goal was scored by number 7, Yassine Aguidre. Top of the goal, 33 minutes and 4 seconds.
Yassine Aguidre, midfielder, stands at 5'9" from Morocco. That's where he was born, but he spent his high school years at Dundalk High School. Nathan Nokar, mishit there. He is hearing it not only from the fans here in attendance, but he's hearing it from his teammates. He's hearing it from everybody. And I'm sure he'll hear it for a while after that one. That was like when you were a kid, you thought you were going to get a big foot on it, but you ended up just towing it 20 feet in front of you. He couldn't even get a toe on it, though. He just completely missed. Madison Baumgartner pitched on that one. Alexander Munley with the ball on his foot. Looks for the long pass to Willis. Couldn't put it in front of Willis. The defender for the Sea Devils runs it down, kicks it out of bounds. Big group substitution coming into the game for the Knights. 2 players, number 14, Robert Sims, and I thought that was number 23. Actually, it's number 12, Dominic Padilla. I believe this is the first time I have seen Padilla in action. I'm sure we'll see even more bench players come into the game. The final 10 minutes of this first half, and in the next 45 of the second half. With a 5-goal lead, I think this game's pretty safe. Under 10 minutes left here in the first half. Sea Devils, ball on the far sideline. Here's a throw in. No one can control it. Coyote finally does. Coyote pass to Willis. Willis, the shot. Great save there by Zambrano. Zambrano full extension. Made the save. Willis looking to add his second goal in the contest. Top of Abatrani over to Willis. Willis over to Coyote. Long pass into the middle. Coyote, one touch. Munley on the far side, or on the near sideline, puts it back into the middle. Willis had an opportunity to get his head on that ball, but couldn't. Great cross there from Munley, though. Put it right where only his teammate could get it. Sadly for him, his teammate couldn't get to it in time. 8 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the first half. The score is 5-0 in favor of your Knights. As my dad would say, this is a good old-fashioned bubba beatdown. Coyote lost control of that ball momentarily. Now the ball's going up the far sideline. Goes out of bounds, but last touch by the Knights. Here's the Sea Devils throw in at the midfield line. Can they control it? Long pass from Lions over to Willis. Willis one touches it over to Munley. Munley over to Sevic. That ball will roll back to the goalkeeper for the Sea Devils. Sea Devils turn it over. Munley over to Willis. Willis in the middle to Abatrani, but Abatrani is cut off. Sea Devils come away with it. Long pass up the sideline. Here's Simmons. Simmons. Dawkins with a good defensive play to make Simmons have to chase that ball on the sideline. Substitutions coming into the game momentarily for the Knights. Looks to be number 8, Cameron Schnack. Number 23, Luis Vasquez. Whistle blows. We have a player down. Looks to be a Sea Devils player. We'll take a break. Looks like the trainer will come out onto the field. We'll be back right after this. 7 minutes and 18 seconds left. First half, the score is 5-0. Throw in on the far sideline by the Knights. Willis chests that ball down over to Coyote. Coyote with the pass over to Vasquez. Vasquez, he's fast, but he's not that fast. Couldn't chase that one down. Rana is able to pick up a loose ball. Just under 7 minutes left here in the first half. There's Willis. Can he run this one down? If he does, he's got a breakaway. Decides to go towards the near sideline instead. The blue jerseys were coming fast on his tail. Here's Padilla. Pass back to the Sevic. Sevic passes it back to the Lions. Now the Knights working it on the far sideline. Coyote. Can he run down that pass? He can't. Pass goes out of bounds. This will be a corner kick for the Knights. Taking the kick will be Alan Muselji. Selgi, not a very good corner, but it somehow squeaks through. The Sea Devils put a stop to it before it really got going. The ball rolled back to Javon Dawkins, who had a Sea Devils player right in front of him, so he decided to just kick it out of bounds. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the first half. Score is still 5-0. Now working the ball into the middle. Back out to the far sideline. Javon Dawkins is going to shield the Sea Devils player from getting this ball. The Sea Devils player is able to get it. He's had his hands on Dawkins and was whistled for it. Knights. Knights will take the free kick. Long free kick there by Lions. He could get himself an assist here. Vasquez could finish this. Vasquez doesn't have much of an angle. Decides to pass it back instead, but the Sea Devils player cuts in front of the pass before it finds its target. Here come the Sea Devils. They've got numbers and they've got space. Long pass up this far sideline. Can't be handled though. Sea Devils still with possession of the ball, but not for long. Patrick Coonan comes off his line to make that save. Here's Padilla. Puts him into the middle. Nobody can do anything about it. Ryan makes the easy save. 3 minutes and some change left here in the first half. Rano with the punt, far sideline. The Knights, number 14, Robert Sims, came away with it. Long pass up to Boyate. Boyate tried to find Vasquez, but couldn't put a lot of mustard on that pass. The Sea Devils, instead of trying to get something going offensively, they just kick it out of the danger zone. Here's Coonan. Taking his time, finally decides to pick it up. Throw it over to Bailey Lyons on the near sideline. Lyons splits two defenders with this pass to Vasquez. Vasquez, instead of going towards that pass, decided to let it roll towards him. Good throw in. Willis gets behind the defense. Can he get a shot off? He can't. And here's a corner kick opportunity for the Knights. Who will take the kick? Looks like number 23, Luis Vasquez, will take the kick.
Corner kick for the Knights. Taking the kick is number 23, Luis Vasquez.
Vasquez, short kick to Willis. Willis fakes out one defender. Puts his cross in the middle of the box. Sea Devils able to get it out of the danger zone momentarily, but Padilla chases it down, passes it over to Lyons. Lyons puts it in the middle. Zambrano is able to make the save. Roselgi was coming off of that far sideline. He was coming in with a lot of speed. Zambrano was able to make the save. Just over a minute left here in the first half. 5-0. Still your score. Padilla, the head ball to get that ball out of the box. Sea Devils still with possession of the ball in their offensive territory. Padilla gets called for the illegal tackle. He did his best CJ Mosley impression there, just taking him down. Minute 20 seconds left here in the first half. Here's an opportunity for the Sea Devils to put a goal on the board before we go into halftime, and they cannot do that. Patrick Coonan makes the save. Really the only time Coonan's been tested in this contest. Long punt from Coonan, no white jerseys over there. But what it does do is it wastes time off the clock, and with 55 seconds left in the first half, that is something you definitely want to do. You want to walk out of this first half with your 5-goal lead still intact. Sims goes to kick it out of bounds. It hits off of a Sea Devils player, goes out of bounds. Ball goes out of bounds once again. Last touch by the Sea Devils. 20 seconds left in the first half. Padilla, ball on his foot, pass back to Lyons. Lyons, long pass up the sideline. Vasquez is there. Can he control it? He can't. Finally runs it down though. Pass over to Willis. Willis got to get something going. Shot just wide of the net, and that'll be all she wrote for the first half. Final score in the first half, 5-0. We'll be back with the second half right after this.